welcome on Watches TV. We are here with our good friend Bertrand Savary, and we're going to talk about, I introduce him as Bertrand because we're going to talk about two brands that he's overlooking, Arnold Son on one side and Angelus, and we'll start immediately with Angelus, old brand that has been revived since approximately 10 years now, and now you're coming with your first chronograph, and everybody's been waiting for this, so tell us a little bit more about it.
Exactly. So Angelus is very well known by all the collectors for the Chronodato, and we decided this year to build the brand and especially on the chrono. So what we decided to do is to create three different references. Two are in carbon and titanium. We have a blue dial and we have a gray dial, and we also had a limited edition of 25 pieces in rose gold and carbon.
Design-wise, I mean, I guess you must have been, I mean, you could have been tempted to go a little bit on in the vintage direction, but you apparently took it's another decision that has been taken there, as we can see.
Exactly. So what we decided to do is to take some inspiration from the past, but with a new technique of the day. So we can call that neo-retro. So it's a real inspiration from pieces from 1976 for the cases, and for the dial, it's inspiration from the dial of 1942 from the chronodate.
But the case has an interesting construction. Can you give us a little bit more details about it?
Definitely. So the case, it's a carbon container with a movement inside, and we are building the case with 6 different parts. And the beauty of the case is that we can play with a different material also.
And now talking about the movement, tell us a bit about this development.
So it's a movement which has been developed 100% for us by Manufacture La Jouperet. It's part of the same company. Mm-hmm. It's a column wheel chronograph, vertical clutch, with oscillating wheel on the back. We have a gold oscillating wheel for the gold piece, and we have hard material for the titanium pieces.
What are the characteristics? I mean, what frequency does it beat, and how much power reserve do you have with this one?
It's a 4 Hz, and we have a little bit more than 60 hours power reserve.
And the pieces that we see here, will they be limited?
All the 3 series are limited by 25 pieces, and we are very happy that we have sold all the pieces during the fair.
So it's kind of a new chapter for Angelus now. I guess you're going to expand and develop on this initial product.
Exactly. So the next pieces, the new collection will come during Geneva Watch Days, beginning of September. And yes, correct, we will continue to build the brand, and the base will be the chrono.
Okay, but here we see another Angelus timepiece. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about it.
Yes. So this piece is a tourbillon. The particularity of this tourbillon is that the platen has been cut inside a piece of carbon, and we have the bridges also which are in gold, and it's a limited edition of 18 pieces.
Okay. The good news doesn't stop here for you, since, as I was mentioning, you're also overlooking Arnold Son. And now let's talk about some of the Arnold Son new pieces then.
We can start, if you want, with the Perpetual Moon. So Perpetual Moon, we have 2 new products. We have 1 limited edition in platinum, 28 pieces. We completely redesigned the case. Before it was a 42 millimeter, now it's a 41.5. The special things about these pieces is that we had new techniques regarding the moon. The moon is hand painted, but we add some superluminova underneath the moon, which is giving a fantastic glowing during the night.
Yes.
Exactly.
And here I see a version with a very special moon, because I guess it's another material that has been used for that.
Exactly. So these pieces, it's the first time that we are doing pieces completely for ladies, which has been also designed by a lady. And we are using a special technique for the moon. It's ruthenium. And also the dial is very technical and specific. It's aventurine, which is cut with a cold laser, because as you know, as aventurine, it's a glass. And if we will use a hot laser, it will just melt. Mm-hmm. And it's a pieces where we have approximately 3 carat of diamond, the best quality. So we are very proud also. It's a limited edition of 18 pieces.
right, so let's continue down the product line.
The Nebula line. So Nebula, what we did, it's also we completely revamped the movement, and we increased the perceived value and all the finishing. On the back, you have now a chamfered and soleil finishing, and this one is treated with PVD, and we have this blue, and which is the color of. It's very trendy and working very well for us. And we add also a rubber band. And we also starting this year with a limited edition in rose gold. The particularity is that the 7 bridges also are in gold, in pure gold. Mm-hmm. And we have two sizes, 41.5 millimeter and 38 millimeter.
Okay. Would the 38 also cater to the feminine market? Have you have interest for this? Because it's quite a technical piece.
We have also some ladies wearing the 41.5 millimeter. I think it's just depending which kind of wrist do you have, but definitely the both size are for men or women.
All right. Well, Bertrand, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck for you in the future.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.